biology class. In the previous class, the chapter Nutrition in Animals, we studied some important points. Animal nutrition include mode of intake of food and its utilization in the body. The mode of feeding vary in different organisms. All the animals can be divided into three groups according to their feeding habits. They are herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores means plant-eating animals are called herbivores. Example, goat, cow, deer, etc. Carnivore means the flesh-eating animals are called carnivores. There is a tiger, lion, etc. Omnivores means both eat plants and animals. Okay, example that a crow, dog, etc. Nutrition is a complex process. It involves ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. We also studied about nutrition in simple organisms like amoeba. Amoeba is a single cellular organism. They live in pond water and it is a microscopic, and its mode of feeding in amoeba is a holozoic. There are some important steps are involved in holozoic nutrition. They are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Today we are going to study about human digestive system. Human digestive system consists of buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, the small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and associated secretory glands. The alimentary canal starts with the mouth and it ends at the large intestine. The first part of the alimentary canal is the mouth. It is the part through which food enters. Mouth is a transverse slit and it is bounded by lips, and it leads to a cavity called buccal cavity or oral cavity. The interior part of this buccal cavity contains teeth and tongue. Next, we are going to study about teeth. An adult human has 32 teeth. The teeth help in cutting, tearing, crushing and grinding of food so that it can be easy for swallowing. Tongue is free at the front and can be moved in all directions. We use our tongue for talking. Besides, it mixes saliva with the food during chewing and helps in swallowing food. We also taste food with our tongue. It has taste buds that detect different tastes of food. The tongue is a muscular organ that connected to the base of the buccal cavity that helps in ingestion and mixes the saliva with the food. There are two sets of teeth. They are milk teeth and permanent teeth. Baby teeth or primary teeth, which gets replaced by permanent teeth. Teeth have covered with a hard mineral-rich structures which help us in chewing that food that we eat. The part of the tooth visible to us is called the crown. It is covered by a white material called enamel, which is the hardest substance in our body. When a baby is between the age of 6 to 12 months, the teething begins. At the age of 3, kids gets their first set of teeth, which are known as baby teeth or milk teeth or primary teeth. In humans, baby teeth are 20 in number. These are also called deciduous teeth. The milk teeth start falling out when the child gets to the age of 5 or 6. Permanent teeth replace the baby teeth by the age of 12. An adult has 32 permanent teeth. Type of teeth in humans can be classified according to their shape and their function. Different types of teeth are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Incisors are situated in front region and is used for chew and bite the food. There are of 8 incisors in our mouth. Next, canines. Canines are situated at the side of the incisors. They are used for tearing the food. There are 4 in numbers. Premolars have the flat biting surface and are used for chewing and grinding of the food materials. They are 8 in number, 4 in each jaw. Molars are the largest of all the teeth and are situated at the back of the mouth. Total 12 molars are there in normal adult mouth, 6 in each jaw. Tongue is a muscular organ which connects to the base of the oral cavity or buccal cavity. It helps in the ingestion of food with the help of saliva. That saliva helps to mix the food. Next, we move on to another part of the digestive system, that is food pipe or esophagus. The swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus. The food pipe runs along the neck and the chest. Food is pushed down by movement of the wall of the food pipe. This movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downwards. And this type of movement we call it as peristalsis. At times the food is not accepted by our stomach and is vomited out. Next part is the stomach. It is a thick walled bag and it is a J-shaped organ and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It receives food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the small intestine at the other. The inner lining of the stomach secrete mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. What are the functions of the stomach? The mucus protects the lining of the stomach. The acid, that hydrochloric acid, kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acidic and helps in the digestive juices to act. Digestive juices, or here we call it as gastric juices. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simpler substances. Stomach is followed by small intestine. Next part is the small intestine. It is a long coiled tube. This is the place where digestion gets completed. They absorb the nutrients of the digested food. They also secrete certain hormones. It also controls the secretion of bile, pancreatic juice and other intestinal juices. This is the place where fats get assimilated. Next is the large intestine. It is a final part of the alimentary canal. It is shorter and wider than small intestine. It is about 1.5 meter length and it absorbs water and salt from the undigested food material. Remaining waste passes into the rectum and remains there are semi-solid fecus. The fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. It is called egestion. We know that there are some important digestive glands or also take part in the process of digestion. They are liver and pancreas. Some secretions coming from these glands also help for digestion process. First one, liver. Liver is the largest gland in the body and it is a reddish brown in color and is situated at the upper part of the right side of the abdomen. Okay, and liver secrete a bile juice that's stored in the gallbladder. It is a sac-like organ and it secrete the bile juice stored in the gallbladder. Bile helps in the digestion of fats. Next digestive gland is pancreas. Pancreas is situated just below the stomach, and it is secreted a juice called pancreatic juice, and it also help for the digestion of carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Now let us discuss the next important process, that is absorption. In this process, the digested food gets absorbed by the intestine and then be transported to the cells for their use. The process of absorption is done by the blood vessels on the wall of the small intestine. The inner wall of the small intestine have a finger-like outgrowth that is called villi, which increases the surface area for absorption. What is the function of villi? It increases the surface area for absorption. The villi have a network of thin and small blood vessels that close to its surface, which can be absorbed digested food. The absorbed substances are transported via the blood vessels to different organs of the body, where they are used to build complex substances such as proteins that is required by the body. This is called assimilation. In the cells, glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters into large intestine. We already discussed about the large intestine. Okay. So human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and associated secretory glands. Alimentary canals, that means that alimentary canals begins in the mouth, that involve mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. And here next we already discussed there are some important functions of these organs, and also we studied about digestive glands. What are they? Digestive glands are the liver and pancreas. The liver and liver secreted bile, pancreas secreted pancreatic juice. These secretions are also take part in the process of digestion. Next we move on to another topic, that is digestion in grass eating animals. In grass eating animals, that are ruminants. Plant eating animals such as cows, deer, goat, buffalo, camel, they quickly swallow their food after chewing it once. The swallowed food goes to a chamber called rumen. They bring back the food later into the mouth and chew it again. These animals are called ruminants, and the process is called rumination. The stomach of the ruminants consists of 4 chambers or compartments. They are rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. The swallowed food first enters the rumen, where the microorganisms begins the digestion of food. In the first 2 chambers, that is the rumen and reticulum, the food is mixed with saliva and separated into layer of solid and liquid material. That solid clump together to form the cud or bolus. The cud is brought back from the rumen to the mouth, where it is chewed slowly by completely mixing it with saliva and is further broken down. When the cud is chewed and swallowed again, it enters omasum, where the food is broken down further into simple compounds that enter into the abomasum. Hydrochloric acid and digestive juices are secreted in these chambers, and the food is now fully digested. It is then sent to small intestine for absorption, and the leftover undigested food is passed on to the large intestine, from where it is excreted. Grass is rich in cellulose, and we humans cannot digest it. Okay. Let us recall. Animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food and its utilization in the body. The modes of feeding vary in different organisms. The human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and secretory glands or digestive glands. Human digestive system include buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. The main digestive glands are that is liver and pancreas. Nutrition is a complex process that involves ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, egestion, etc. I hope you understood. Dear children, I hope you understood this part. Thank you.